Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Geeking Out. I'm yours truly, the Datebites, here for another Geeking Out video. And I know it's been quite a while since I've done a video. I've just been busy at work, overtime, people calling out from work, saying they're sick all the time, and I can't say no to the overtime. But as you can see, guys, the collection display is coming out very nicely. I will do a collection tour video pretty soon, but the one thing I wanted to do to really make a comeback to the channel is not doing a review video or collection tour video as much as I want to, but of recent problems that have come up with my figures. The one thing I am very disappointed in is this damn clamp, as you can see right here. This is the thing right here. This is the damn clamp that's destroying your Hot Toys, and we have to delve into the details as to what's going on, because I just recently found out some of my Hot Toys that do have these clamps are getting affected. So let's get right into it, shall we, in our light box. Alright guys, here we are right in the light box. Like I mentioned, I'm going to bring out some of the figures that are pretty much sort of damaged from what I've experienced from using the clamps. Now in the center you do see the Justice League base, which Superman uses as one of the clamps as well. It doesn't come with a regular stand grip, crotch gripper like you see in the bottom right there. That's what I'm going to show you later, what you can use to replace the clamps, because it only comes with a dynamic stand and clamp. So I'm just letting you guys know there are options. But first off, let's get right into business as far as what you will be experiencing if you use the clamps on the freaking waist. Alright, so here's Doctor Strange. Unfortunately, he has been affected by the clamps because since I've gotten Doctor Strange, the clamps, I've had him with the clamps on the waist for since I've got him. So that's about 6 months, right? About the same time as the Mark 7. I've had the clamps on him as well, and I won't bring him out because there's no damage to him. But for the same time, those clamps are affecting leather and pleather figures, the ones you see right here in rubber figures. So let me just show you real quick. Okay guys, so usually the clamps, the dynamic clamps, are used on the waist of the figure. So get the sword. Now if you can see here, there it is right there. The grips of the clamps have taken a toll on the belt. You see those bite marks? Yeah, that's from the clamps. As I remember correctly, my Doctor Strange did not have these clamps before. So pretty much guys, from what I've seen from other pictures and videos from other collectors, these grooves are not in these belts from other collectors and videos I've seen in the past. These were created by that clamp. So these were created from, unfortunately, the clamps that were on this figure for nearly 6 months. Now the good thing is, if you do use Doctor Strange and pose him up in your display case, you can't see this. It's on the sides and it's on the belt, so it does look like it's part of the figure. But unfortunately, I just gotta let you guys know, like, if you try to sell this figure later, you gotta let people know that, hey, the belts are damaged slightly because of the clamps grip. So I'm just letting you guys know that's the damage that the clamps do cause if you leave the clamps on the belt or on rubber or on pleather on the figure's waist, and it will just eat it up. But yeah guys, let's look at the same clamp that was used on my Doctor Strange for 6 months. Look, you even can tell that it was biting through right here where the indentions are made. And these are the same indentions that you can kind of see in the belt of Doctor Strange. And this is what I'm saying, guys. These clamps, even though how resourceful they are to create these dynamic poses that we love so much, it will eat through pleather, rubber, and leather. Like, the only figures that actually can survive these clamps on the waist, if you even use them for the waist, is your Iron Man die-cast figures or cloth figures. Alright guys, now since we're done with the Doctor Strange figure, let's hit up on the Far From Home Spider-Man. Now, if you do have the original Homecoming Spider-Man from this line of Hot Toys, it's pretty much the same figure. I got real lucky buying this head sculpt since it came with a Kit Bash Peter Parker from Infinity War, and it came with the same head sculpt from the Homecoming line. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me hop on this figure. But anyway, guys, let's talk about this figure. Now, I did get lucky with this Far From Home figure, and because it came in damage, so Sideshow was able to send me a brand new body. This one still has that little spot that I didn't like, so I've been using this one for more dynamic poses, and I've been keeping the new one sort of hidden away till I figure out what I want to do with them. But anyway, guys, here's my Spider-Man Homecoming suit, and this is the clamp that I was using on it for about almost a year now, about 6 months, on the waist itself. So let me get into detail about what this clamp did to this Hot Toy. Alright, guys, as you can see, there's nothing that has been done too much to this figure, but if you keep an eye on it, you do see the grooves that have been created. Even some of the strands have been popping off because of that clamp, and which is normal. I've seen that sometimes on other figures. As you go through it, you do see some of the bite marks on the waist, right there. You see it right there? Now, it's not that bad if you actually look for it, but that's where the clamps were for the waist. And that's what's causing all this damage on the waist. It's just biting through the rubber. These clamps are just so much pressure, and the thing is, you can't lower the pressure. Like, it just keeps biting through. You can see it right here. Here's the thing, though. This is not the worst part I've seen. This is minor. And I'm not too mad that it happened to this figure because it is already a broken figure. But what I'm telling you right now is that it does damage rubber figures like the Spider-Man or pleather leather figures. My buddy, Easy Collectibles, here's the pictures right now of what happened to his Spider-Man figure. The video game Spider-Man figures are using a different type material for its rubber. The reason why I'm saying that the material is different is because the Spider-Man Homecoming suit or the Spider-Man Far From Home suit, it's not really getting badly affected. I've had that clamp on this figure for months. So yeah, for about a month, he only had the clamp on the waist of the figure, and it was starting already to destroy the fabric. He barely did anything. It was just the clamp on the waist, and it was destroying it, as you can see in the pictures. And it just sucks. It really does. And this is why I wanted to do the videos, because I've been seeing people using the same clamps, right, on their Spider-Mans and their brand new Superman figures. And the Superman figure right now is sold out, and they're just using it on that figure on the waist, not knowing that that's the same fabric that's the same material they use on those figures. So these clamps are eating through their $200 figures. You don't want that. Alright, guys, so now this is the portion of the video where I'm going to show you what you can do to fix this issue. As you can see right now, the same clamps I'm using are not on the waist anymore. I'm using them on the leg. The leg is fine. They work great as a cross grabber in a way. It's more like a thigh grabber right now. Unless you're literally going to bash your display case and make your figures fall, these figures ain't gonna fall if you do it properly with the thigh. But let's say you can't, lower the clamp, because some of the new clamps right now, you can't lower them through the rod. One of the best ways, for example, here is the Justice League ramp base, and usually the Justice League ramp base comes with the dynamic stand. As much as you can loosen it, you can't go down that rod. So what you can do is just bend it the way I did it, to the point where you can. You see, you can just bend it, and there you go. There's a thigh. See, there is the thigh. You can use the thigh grabber right there by just bending the rod. Now you're asking, why should you bend the rod? Will it damage the rod if you keep it in this form? I'd rather damage the rod versus damaging the figure. And the thing is, it will probably damage the actual plastic around the rod, but it's not that big of a deal. This avoids breaking the damn belts or the rubber or the pleather on these figures with this damn freaking clamp. If you don't want to damage your rod, you can always just remove the actual clamp itself, get that out the way, and use one of these cross grabbers. And you can just replace it easily. If I can put it in there, and this works perfectly for your Superman if you don't want to use the clamp on for your dynamic poses. Or you can always just, like I said, just bend the rod to clamp on your figures. You can always just purchase a regular cross grabber base stand. You could buy just a 5-pack for 20 bucks. But yeah, guys, as you can see, these clamps are really destroying your Hot Toys. Now, like I said before, if you have any figures that are rubber or pleather or leather-like, do not use these clamps. These clamps will eat through your Hot Toys, as I mentioned in the light box, as you can see in the light box. Don't be me that lost one of the good ones, Doctor Strange. His belt, it got eaten up. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. The thing is, you can hide it. Like I said, you can hide it. The only problem is, you know it's there. You know it's there, and it's because of these clamps. Like my good friend Easy, who got me right into Hot Toy collecting, he shared his photos that his clamps were really worse towards the Spider-Man. It just ate up his Spider-Man, and that's the thing though. Like, I've been seeing so many people using these clamps on their figures, on their waist, especially the Superman. And Superman, he's sold out right now. Like, you can't get that figure anymore. You leave this clamp on for about 6 months, and it'll eat through the body. Like, these clamps will eat through the body. But yeah, guys, that is it for today. I just wanted to just delve into the phenomenon, the apocalypse, the clamp apocalypse. The only figures I've seen that actually do withstand the trouble or withstand the damage from these clamps are the Iron Man figures, the figures that have cloth. Like my Yoda, his miniature clamp has been on his waist for almost as long as my Doctor Strange, and has not been affected at all. Even if you do pad it out, it will go through the padding. I know, because I try to protect my so Far From Home Spider-Man, which got eaten up. And then also, thank you Easy Collectibles for sending me all those pictures of your Spider-Man. I'm sorry to hear about what happened with that figure months ago. I should have listened to you when you did mention about that figure getting destroyed like that. I didn't know it would affect my other figures, but it did. It affected my Doctor Strange, which my boy, RP, my boy. I almost teared up when I saw that. But the thing is, my Doctor Strange, it's fine. It's fine because it's the belt on the side. You can't really see it. But if you ever want to try and sell your figures, you know, eventually or in the near future, you gotta mention in your description that, hey, the Doctor Strange is damaged, got the belt damaged because of the freaking grips of the clamps. But yeah, guys, that is all I have for you today. We are looking to do the collection tour pretty soon for this badass set of figures, how-to videos, and also my collection tour video. I'm probably going to do some other unboxings, hopefully some newer figures. And one of them is the Remnant Trooper. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Now, a buddy of mine, PJ, from Paradox Nerd, he sent me this, and he got me a good deal with it, and I was like, you know what? And he told me, hey, review it. I want to know your thoughts. And I want to know my thoughts too, because I was thinking of doing the 4-2-1 special with this figure. You know, get 4 of these and then have him go up against Mandalorian, the Mando, you know, Din Djarin. That'd be nice. You know, get the 4-2-1 special. But I don't know. We shall see with this unboxing. But anyway, guys, I hope to see you guys in the next one. And I'm yours truly, the Nate Boxer here, and my boy. Wait, not my boy. I'm so used to Auntie to be next to me.